from Ayeni. Let's look at this next question. This one is around your training over there in the US. How would you say physiotherapy education and clinical training in Nigeria can be compared to the standards and expectation in the US? Just juxtapose both countries' training and the differences and similarities.
Well, curriculum-wise, even though I'm not in a PT program here, I do have students that are doing pre-PT program. They intend to go to PT school to obtain their doctorate in physical therapy. And what I understand from their curriculum is that they include many of the things we also learn in our undergrads or in our physical therapy programs in Nigeria. Anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, exercise physiology, even exercise psychology. They do a lot of programs. Courses that are similar to what we do in Nigeria. But I would say one aspect they are doing much better is in the practical area. They do a lot of practicals here because they have the equipment, there's facilities, so they are not just learning the theoretical aspect, they are also applying what they've learned in the four walls of the classroom, in the laboratory. They get to see how those systems or how those concepts they are learning interact, how it produces what they are being taught. So when I came here, I had to learn how to teach exercise physiology. We didn't do exercise physiology in my PT program in Ife. It was just physiology. But I had to take a class on exercise physiology, and I also had to teach. So for the past 4 semesters, I would say 3 semesters, since I'm still we are in the last semester, I've been teaching exercise physiology, and that was a bit challenging for me because it's a different ball game already. And you have to learn as fast as you can so that you can teach effectively, So they have some courses that are missing in our curriculum. I would say that I think we can incorporate, and the practical aspect as well needs to be improved upon. We need facilities to carry out these experiments, to carry out these tests. I'm sure some Nigerians will tell you that one of the areas they struggle with when they come here is being able to use the equipment in the laboratory. And one thing about the people here is that they won't, if you tell them you don't know how to use an equipment, they won't look down on you. They will teach you. They will teach you. There's an opportunity to learn. They want you to learn, because they expect that you don't have the same opportunities as they do. Given that even some of the local students here also struggle with the usage of those facilities. So, but I know that the curriculum here, PT wise, would be more robust, given what I've seen even at the undergrad level for those who are trying to go to PT school after their bachelor's. Because I know you have to spend another 3 years after your 4-year program. After a 4-year bachelor's program, you have to spend another 3 years before you can obtain a doctorate degree in physical therapy. So I'm sure there will be more practical classes, more extensive training when it comes to physical therapy when they go to PT school, or when you find yourself in a PT school.
Wow, that's really interesting. The aspect of training over here. What I tell people in Nigeria is, if it is school, apply for it. If it is job, just apply. If you are lucky enough to be hired, Don't be afraid. Make sure that you don't claim you know what you don't know. Be truthful, and these people will teach you everything you need to know to do your work. Like, it is a responsibility on them to teach you, and if they don't teach you, they are liable to whatsoever that comes out of it, especially when you have stated it clearly that you don't know. So most people will teach you. Even over here, when I come in, I'm basically not working in a mainstream physiotherapy. I'm working as in a postural management service, where we basically work on people's posture in terms of sitting posture. People who can no longer walk, want to give them different type of wheelchair, specialized one and very simple one in some cases, and then want to look at how to use different accessories in wheelchair to basically correct postural abnormalities, like scoliosis and related things. Now, when I came in Nigeria, we don't have such type of service. We just have normal physiotherapy, and the only wheelchair we give is manual wheelchair that you can fold. I didn't have the experience. I had to learn gradually, and it was worth doing, and they were really very friendly. That's a nice one, Ayeni. Let's move forward on this. This is still on in terms of your interest, right? You had this interest from Nigeria, now in US. The question is, at what point did you pause and was like, wait, this is actually different from what I had in Nigeria in terms of lifestyle and kinesiology and obesity and related chronic diseases. Yeah.
All right. So I did some research regarding health promotion in general. I would say lifestyle medicine in general.
Okay.
Before I came to the United States, and I discovered that there is even more issues here when it comes to obesity and obesity-related conditions compared to Nigeria,
Yeah.
because of their lifestyle. They eat more outside, which, of course, you'd expect most of those kind of foods to be unhealthy, high in fat, high in calories, high in sodium, and things like that. And because the pharmaceutical companies here have more power, they tend to encourage people to live on drugs. And if not on drugs, go for surgery.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so the way the food industry is programmed, the way the pharmaceuticals and medical industry in general run their operations and everything, predisposes people to developing these conditions. It increases the risk of obesity and obesity-related conditions.
Yeah.
Since I already had the interest of doing that kind of research in Nigeria, I just decided to continue that path. I came here purposely to conduct lifestyle-related research, and this is a fertile environment for me to keep doing that research, because there are a lot of people here that want to become more healthy. They want to practice healthier habits so they can lose weight, they can be more physically active, they can eat well and things like that, nutritious food. So that this environment is an enabling one for me to keep doing what I want to do. That doesn't mean that I would not do anything related to physical therapy again.
Yeah.
In fact, I have it in my mind to partner with physical therapists in the future on doing some studies that are also related to lifestyle research. Like I said earlier, physical therapy is all encompassing.
Sure.
We don't only focus on rehabilitation alone. We also help people develop healthful habits, in their health journey. So I intend to also partner with PTs in the future to do some research when it comes research in the area of lifestyle medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm taking taking the step one at a time. But right now, I just want to continue doing that kind of research and helping people to become better health-wise.
Wow, thank you so much. That is really a nice one. Oh yes, it is the deep dive with Physio Carlo. Stay tuned.